Please welcome today's referees for the women's events, Jamie Kahn. For the men's events, Edgar Caraballo. Your meet referee, Trish Martin. Thank you, officials. We are ready for the racing. First up today, the women's 400-meter freestyle. Please welcome our athletes in Heat 1 to the pool deck. Heat 1.
Take your marks.
Racing in our first heat of the day in lane 3 from South Africa, Carly Antonopoulos. In 4, representing Canada, Catherine Workington. Lane 5, South Africa, Cornelia van Schalkwijk. Halfway point with your leader from Canada, Workington at 207.46. Van Schalkwijk second for South Africa, 209.37. Through the bell turn goes Workington with the lead of 3:14.47, 2.3 seconds ahead of Cornelia van Schalkwijk. And Antonopoulos, a lane of 3. Antonopoulos coming off the 10K open water contest for South Africa, finishing in 2 hours, 8 minutes and 45 seconds. And here comes our first winner of day 3 of competition, Catherine Workington, Canada, 4:21.48. Cornelia van Schalkwijk second for South Africa at 4:23.43. Followed by Carly Antonopoulos, lane 3, South Africa, 4:32.71. Heat 2.
Take your marks.
Racing in our second of 5 heats, lane 2, South Africa, Callan Lotter. 3, Japan, Yui Fukuoka. 4, Brazil, Beatrice Dezotti. 5, Canada, Ella Cosgrove. 6, Canada, Sienna Ango. 7, New Zealand, Alyssa Tapper. Cosgrove controlling this field out of lane 5 for Canada. She opened up at the 100 with a 1 minute .56, then 31.7, 31.8, 2:04.16 from Cosgrove halfway through the race. Cosgrove, a finalist at the World Aquatics Junior Championships in 2025. The 400 freestyle with a 4:10.89. That is her entry time here. .7, so Cosgrove ahead of that pacing here. At the World Junior Champ, she was a 2:36.12 at the 250, then a 3:080 at the 300. And she leads by a body length. Race developing here between Dezotti of Brazil in lane 4 and Fukuoka of Japan in lane 3. With Fukuoka now trying to pull ahead. 100 meters to go, 31.7 from Cosgrove, 3:07.4, about a half second better than personal best pace. Fukuoka at 3:09.19, Dezotti 3:10.10. Up into the top 4 goes Lotter of South Africa from lane 2. Now it's the other side of the pool. Angove of Canada, Tapper of New Zealand, 6 and 7. This could be anybody's race for 3rd place as Fukuoka. Plenty of kick left on the final 100. She has pulled away from the pack in the race for 2nd as Cosgrove on her way to the title here in heat number 2, a 4:11.06 from Cosgrove. Then it's Fukuoka of Japan, a 4:11.99. She drops on her entry time. 3rd, Angove of Canada, lane 6, 4:13.08. Heat 3. Heat 3 of 5 is underway. Lane 1, Australia, Jacqueline Davison McGovern. 2, Australia, Moesha Johnson. 3, Japan, Ichika Kajimoto. 4, United States, Kennedy Thompson. 5, United States, Jillian Cox. 6 for Team USA is Emma Wyatt. 7, Japan, Ruka Takezawa. 8, Australia, Tiana Kritzinger. Got the open water contingency in lanes 1, 2, and 3 on Monday in the 10-kilometer open water contest. Moesha Johnson was the gold medalist. She's racing in lane 2 beside her, her Australian teammate Jacqueline Davison McGovern, 5th in that open water race. And Kajimoto of Japan in lane 3, she was the bronze medalist. Early on, it is Kennedy Dobson in lane 4, 4:06.11 the entry time for Dobson. That's a result of her second place finish. The Tier Pro Series stop in Indianapolis. 1 minute 0.5 from Dobson on the opening 100. Dobson, like Cosgrove in the previous heat, competed at the World Aquatics Junior Championships in 2025, where she was bronze in the 400 freestyle with a 4:06.6. .200 split from Dobson, 2:02.4. About a second over PB pace. As Johnson moving into second for Australia. Kajimoto third in lane 3. Kajimoto at the Singapore World Championships was the gold medalist in the first ever 3K knockout sprint open water event. Swimmers there had to advance through 2 different stages, a 1,500, 1,000 meter race, and then a 500 meter sprint to finish it off, and Kajimoto came out victorious there. At those same World Championships, Moesha Johnson won the 5K and the 10K open water. So some familiar foes here in lanes 2 and 3 at the Pan Pac Championships, with Kennedy Dobson leading the way with 100 meters to go at 3:04.54. Johnson 3:06.20 in second, Kajimoto third, 3:06.6. Then it's Jillian Cox in lane 5, 3:06.89. The NCAA champion out of Texas in the 1650 freestyle. Dobson looks good coming out of the final turn as Kajimoto pulls up even with Johnson. They will race to the finish. Kennedy Dobson, slower than personal best pace for the majority of the race, and then turned it on in the final 100. 30.4, 30.1, as she drops down to a 4:05.10 personal best by a second. To win this heat, she's got the tough time with 2 heats remaining. Second, Moesha Johnson, Australia, 4:07.75. Third, Ichika Kajimoto, Japan, 4:07.92. Heat 4.
Take your marks.
Lane assignments for Heat 4 of 5. 1, New Zealand, Eve Thomas. 2, Japan, Miyu Namba. 3, Brazil, Mafe Costa. 4, United States, Katie Ledecky. 5, New Zealand, Erica Fairweather. 7, Japan, Waka Kobori. 8, Australia, Molly Walker. Fairweather and Ledecky out in front for the first 100 meters. It's Ledecky with a 58.5. Fairweather 58.60. Third, Mafe Costa, Brazil, 58.89. Ledecky, Fairweather tied at the 150. Got a clear trio out in front after just 3 lengths of the pool. Pursuing them in 4th place out in lane 8 is Molly Walker of Australia. Walker comes in with a 4:06.10 entry time. Ledecky now leading by 16 100ths at 2 minutes, .21. Fairweather 2:00:03. Ledecky with the gold on day 1 in the 1500 meter freestyle. Silver last night as the anchor leg of the 4x200 relay. Meter turn for Ledecky now with about a half body length advantage of 3:01.88 for Ledecky. She ranks number 3 all time with her world record swim of 3:56.46 at the Rio Olympic Games. That was since bettered by Fitness of Australia 2023 and then McIntosh of Canada 2025. Going into the final turn from Ledecky as Kobori of Japan has taken over 4th place. Ledecky, Fairweather, Costa, Kobori. Those are the top 4. Chasing the 4:05.10 from Kennedy Dobson in the previous heat. Here comes Katie Ledecky to the wall, 4:03.48, making it look easy, and she takes the top time with 1 heat remaining. Second, Erica Fairweather, 4:04.50. Third, Mafe Costa, 4:06.63 for Brazil. Heat 5. Fifth and final heat, lane 1, Australia, Amelia Weber. In 3 for People's Republic of China, Yang Pei Shi. 4, Canada, Summer McIntosh. 5, Australia, Lonnie Pallister. 7, Argentina, Agustina Hain. And 8 for People's Republic of China, Fan Yachi. Saw such a great race in the 200 freestyle from these two athletes out in front, Lonnie Pallister and Summer McIntosh. McIntosh had the lead on the opening 100 of that swim, and then Pallister over the third 50. Took over and maintained the lead to the finish, separated by just 9 100ths at the final touch. It was Lonnie Pallister taking the win with a 153.68. Correction, 19 100ths was the difference. 153.67 for Pallister to set the meet record in the 200 free. McIntosh 153.86. One of the fastest freestyle performances in history. And we get a rematch here in the 400. Pallister at 159.80. Getting some front half work done in this morning swim. McIntosh 201.3. Then it's Agustina Hain of Argentina 202.44. And last night, bronze in the 400 individual medley. Argentinian national record holder in that 400 IM. And also has been as fast as a 4:02.99. That was just in May of this year from Maria Nostrum in Barcelona. She has the Argentinian record in this event as well. Pallister hitting the 300 now with a 3:02.52. McIntosh 3:04.9. Fan Yachi, lane 8 for China, has taken over third, 31.5 on that 50. All-time rankings in this event, Lonnie Pallister is 5th with her performance at the 2025 World Championships of 3:58.87. And Lonnie Pallister, already champion in the 200 free, throwing down the challenge this morning as she takes the win over McIntosh by over 3 seconds at 4:05.22. And it's Fan Yachi from lane 8 in the People's Republic of China, 4:08.36. Just ahead of Summer McIntosh at 4:08.56. Fourth will be Agustina Hain of Argentina, 4:09.80. All right, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, we conclude the heats of the women's 400-meter freestyle. How about a round of applause for these ladies getting things started on day 3? Since we do have the 2 athlete per nation limit in the finals, it'll take a moment to sort through the results. Find out who's in the A final, who's in the B. There's also a 2 athlete per nation limit for the B final. Once we get it sorted, we'll have the result summary appearing on the scoreboard, and there it is with Katie Ledecky, the top seed of 4:03.48, followed by Fairweather, Dobson, Pollister, Costa, Johnson, Kajimoto, and Fan. So straight up, the top 8 performers out of the heats, they all advance to the championship final. McIntosh at the B board with a 4:08.56 with Cox, Hain, Kabori, Cosgrove, Young, Weber, and Fukuoka at 4:11.99. That'll provide Eve Thomas and Sienna Angove as the alternates for the women's 400-meter freestyle. We go now to the men's 400-meter freestyle. We have 4 heats in this event. Please welcome the athletes in Heat 1. Heat 1.
Take your marks.
Racing in our first heat in lane 2 from Jamaica, Charles McIntosh. 3, South Africa, Cameron Casale. 4, Mexico, David Medina. 6, South Africa, Connor Alberton. with the lead. David Medina Alfaro, Mexico. 56.8 on the first 100, followed up with a 29.8, 30.4, 157.1, leading Albertin of South Africa from lane 6. 58.12 at the 200. Solid now accelerating up into the top two, 29.7, going into the 250 turn. And Casali and Medina now, they are separated by just a quarter of a second. Medina leads the way at 258.8. Only a half second back, Albertin from lane 6 in third. Medina of Mexico with a 3:55.03 entry time, the fastest in this field. Casali really putting together a quality strategy here. 158.3 at the 200. And finishing with a win at 358.62. Very well split. Homan at 29.9 gets the win ahead of Albertin, his teammate in lane 6, 4:00.09. Third, Medina of Mexico, lane 4, 4:01.11. Heat 2.
Take him off.
Heat 2, lane 1, Canada, Aiden Kirk. 3, Australia, Charlie Hawk. 4, United States, Joey Tepper. 5, Canada, Jordy Vilches. 6, New Zealand, James Lee. 7, South Africa, Matthew Caldwell. 8, South Africa, Arnold Kruger. Charlie Hawk of Australia, part of that relay last night. Silver in the 4x200 free relay. Hawk leads with a 54.82, looking smooth on the opening 100. Joey Tepper second for USA, 56.01 from Tepper. He was 6th in the open water championship on Monday. 1 hour, 50 minutes, 7 seconds for the 10 kilometer. Hawk at 3:49.6 on the entry time. Tepper 3:49.2. Halfway through the race, Hawk at 1:53.29. Tepper 1:53.5. Third is Caldwell in 7, 1:54.74. Hawk raced here in the 200 freestyle finals. He was in the B final, taking 10th overall with a strong 1:45.79. Also a finalist at the 2026 Australian Open in the 400 freestyle. 3:51.90 in that swim. Hawk does a fair amount of his training here in the United States with the University of Alabama. SEC Championship runner-up in the 200 freestyle, the 1:31.0. 100 meters to go. Hawk at 2:51.7. Tepper 2:51.1. Getting into the top four is Jordi Vilches of Canada from lane 5. Going into the final turn from Hawk. No one matches that speed. Tepper was at 29.4, 29.5 from Caldwell. Now James Lee, New Zealand, comes up to challenge. Still got Sam Short and Elijah Winnington of Australia to come, but Charlie Hawk puts down a impressive performance here at 3:49.49, under his entry time by a couple tenths of a second. Joey Tepper, 3:50.60 for second in this race. Third in lane 7, Matthew Caldwell, 3:52.68. Heat 3.
Take him off.
Three of 4 is underway. Lane 1, New Zealand, Lewis Clarebert. 2, Japan, Tatsuya Murasa. 3, United States, Aaron Shackle. 4, People's Republic of China, Zhang Shuo. In 5 for the United States, Rex Maurer. 6, Australia, Benjamin Godeman. Shackle taking the early lead for USA Swimming in lane 3. 25.4 in the opening 50, then a 53.3 at the 100. Shackle's been having a standout meet this week in Irvine. With the B final of the 200 freestyle, the 145.6. That got him a spot on the Team USA relay that was victorious last night. Shackle at the Carmel Swim Club in Indiana does his collegiate training with Indiana University. .45.0 from Shackle. Also a Paris Olympian in the 400 freestyle, where he did make the final. Shackle hits the 200 with a 150.72. Leading Marasa of Japan in lane 2, 151.65. Rasa is the Japanese national record holder in the 200-meter freestyle, 144.54. Japanese record in the 400-meter freestyle set by Kosuke Hagino in 2014 at the Japanese Championships is a 3:43.90. Here comes John Shuo now from lane 4, People's Republic of China, 28.4 on that 50 to get within a second of Shackle. 100 meters to go. Shackle in with a 28.7. John 28.5, trailing now by just a half a second. Rex Maurer into third. Maurer holds the American record in the short course yard 500 freestyle. Tied for 11th all-time with Matt Horton of Australia with his entry time of 3:41.55. John Schro's junior world record at 3:42.82 done in November of 2025. As John Schro trying to swim a combination here of as easy and as fast as possible. Such a smooth-looking freestyle with Aaron Shackle not wanting to give up any ground. The fight goes to the final touch, and 6 100ths is the difference with your winner, the People's Republic of China in lane 4. John Shuo, 3:45.17. Shackle with a 3:45.23. And with a great final 100, Godemans of Australia moves from 5th to 3rd in a 3:46.07. Heat 4.
Take your mark.
Fourth and final heat in 1 for Japan, Asaki Nishikawa. 2, Japan, Kazushi Imafuku. 3, Australia, Elijah Winnington. 4, Australia, Sam Short. 5, Brazil, Guilherme Costa. 6, Brazil, Stefan Stevering. 7, United States, Luke Hobson. 8, Brazil, Arthur Melo. As expected, Short and Costa out in front early with Sam Short of 53.34. Correction, that was Short together with his teammate Winnington in lane 3 out with him at 53.37 from Winnington. Earlier this year at the Australian swimming trials, Sam Short drew down to 3:40.67. That's as the 5th fastest performer in history in this event. The world record, Lucas Mertens of Germany, 3:39.96. Short, perhaps chasing today the Australian national record set by Ian Thorpe in 2002 at 3:40.08. See what he's got in store for us tonight. But right now, Elijah Winnington and Sam Short together pacing this field. 149.8 from Short, 150.0 from Winnington. Stavarenka, Brazil in third, 150.5. And it's Hobson, USA, 7, 151.9, 200 champ. Mafuku making a move now out of lane 2. He was at 27.1 on that 50, the fastest 50 by quite a bit in this field. This will be the bell turn, 300 meters coming up for Sam Short and Elijah Winnington. Together, the Australians strong as ever in the mid-distance freestyle. 28.4 from Short on that 50, 28.7 from Winnington. Hobson with a 29.2 into the top 4, chasing Stavarenka, Brazil in lane 6. Short through the final wall with a 3:15.70. This is shaping up to be a quick prelim swim for Sam Short, as he's opened up now nearly a body length advantage on Winnington in 3. Mafuku continuing to charge out of a lane 2. He's going to be just even with Stevering at the final touch, but 3:44.34 comfortably will put Sam Short back into lane 4 for tonight's championship final. Elijah Winnington second with a 3:45.48. Third, Kazushi Imafuku, Japan, lane 2, 3:46.02. So the top 2 times out of the morning will be Short and Jean. Jackal and Winnington. Imafuku rounds out the top 5. That should be another fantastic final for you in the men's 400-meter freestyle. We'll get that result summary sorted and up on the Pan Pac Championship scoreboard. Championship final now showing 7 of the 8 qualifiers led by Sam Shorts, 3:44.34. John, Shackle, Winnington, Imafuku, Stevering, and Maurer gets in at 3:47.12. We'll have one more A qualifier showing on the next board. Every reset we're showing Godemans now, he'll be into the B final, so that'll put Tatsuya Murasa as the final A qualifier. Costa, Hobson, Nishikawa, Hawk, Teppert, Caldwell, and Clarebert qualifying for the B final as well. Your top 16 are your top 16 overall, and your qualifiers for tonight's 2 finals. We've got some alternates showing there. James Lee also into the B heat, 354.56. All right, congratulations to all our competitors in the men's 400 meters freestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating these gentlemen racing today at the Pan Pac Championships. We look now to the women's 100 meter butterfly. The athletes are staging. Let's get back to the racing with the women's 100 meter butterfly and the championship record of 56.08 set by Rikako Ike of Japan in 2018. Please welcome the athletes in Heat 1. Heat 1.
Take your markers.
First of 4 heats to be contested in the women's 100 meter butterfly. Lane 3, Christiana Shirley, and 4, Cornet Van Schouwwijk, 5, Stephanie Kiana Cohn. Diana Cohn of Guatemala in lane 5, 29.5 on the front half. She's got a number of Guatemalan national records, 3 breaststroke races and the 200 IM. And a butterfly national record of 102.0. Diana Cohn gets the win of 103.45 for Guatemala to get things going. The women's fly, second, Christiana Shirley, Jamaica, lane 3. 104.71, followed by Cornet Van Schouwwijk, South Africa, 104.98, coming off the 400 freestyle. Heat 2.
Take your marks.
Heat 2 competitors and 1 Misa Okrizono, 2 Matej Gigovic, 3 Taylor Rutt, 4 Rikako Ike, 5 Alex Shackle, 6 Chiho Mitsuguchi, 7 Emma Harvey, 8 Lee McMorrin. Taylor Rutt with a 26.54. Continuing her great racing here. Ruck was a medalist in the 50 butterfly and showing good speed. Now Mitsuguchi. The correction, that's Shackle in lane 5. Alex Shackle. And here comes Taylor Ruck to take our win in heat number 2 with a 57.46. That improves on her entry time. Second, Alex Shackle, 57.81, just 3/100ths over her entry time. Third is Canada in lane 2, Matej Gigovic, 59.57. Heat 3.
Take your marks.
Heat 3 now. Lane 1 is Lou Pei-Yin. 2, Leilani Fak. 3, Hazel Oahan. 4, Tori Huss. 5, Yu Yi-Ting. 6, Elizabeth Deckers. 7, Celia Polito. Lane 8 is Yasmin Silva. Husk lead with a 26.5. 2024 Paris Olympic champion in the 100 butterfly, entered at a 55.52. Husk ranks number 3 all-time in the 100 butterfly, and now challenged by Yu Yi-Ting in lane 5 for People's Republic of China. Yu and Huss together to the touch. It will be Yu Yi-Ting with a 57.47, home in a 30.4. Husk second, 57.72. Third is Hazel Oahan, New Zealand, lane 3, 58.77. Heat 4.
Take drum marks.
Fourth and final heat in lane 1 is Ada Chavez. 2, Caroline Bricker. 3, Erin Gallagher. 4, Gretchen Walsh. 5, Alexandria Perkins. 6, Brittany Castelluzzo. 7, Brooklyn Dutwright. Lane 8, Lavinia Sim. 25.49 from Gretchen Walsh, already a second faster than the next fastest competitor, which is Perkins of Australia in lane 5. Just about 4/10 over world record pace is that 25.4 from Walsh. Unbelievable speed here in the butterfly races from Walsh, especially in the 100. She's got the top 4 performances in the history. Walsh, she will stop the clock in the championship record time of 55.28. Fastest swim ever at the Pan Pac Championships in the women's 100 butterfly. Gets things through in the prelims of this event. Second is Alexandria Perkins, Australia, lane 5, 57.25. Third, South Africa, and 3, Erin Gallagher, 58.01. All right, fans, that does it for the women's 100-meter butterfly. Please, let's hear it for these athletes, led by your new championship record holder, Gretchen Walsh. Results summary now showing 7 of the 8 top swims will advance to the championship final, led by Gretchen Walsh. Then it's Perkins, Ruck, Yu, Husk, Gallagher, and Castelluzzo. Alex Shackle, USA, she will lead the B final of the 57.81. Oahan of New Zealand gets into the A heat, then joining Shackle in the B final will be Bricker, Mitsuguchi, Fak, Gigovic, Ike, Chavez, and Liu Peihin of Chinese Taipei Olympic Committee. Harvey and Decker's the alternates in the women's 100-meter butterfly. Let's go with the men's 100-meter butterfly, the championship record, 50.75, set by Caleb Dressel of the United States at the Tokyo Pan Pacs in 2018. Please welcome our athletes in Heat 1. Heat 1. First of 4 heats, lane 3, Aaron Owusu, 4, Kai Whalen, and 5, Michael Van Heerden. Here is Kai Whalen of South Africa, 55.56 to set the pace in the men's 100-meter butterfly. Second is teammate Michael Van Heerden, 57.03, and then it is Eritrea, lane 3, Aaron Owusu with a 58.17. He drops a second on his entry time. Heat 2.
Let's go, Center.
Heat 2, lane 1, Marcus Reyes Gentry. Into Philip Sensamarjic. 3, Finley Knox. 4, Matthew Temple. 5, Katsuhiro Matsumoto. Lane 6, Santiago Grassi. 7, Leon Kim. Matthew Temple of Australia. He's the 3 seed in this race with a 50.50. 50.84. Quite the fast prelim swim from Temple of Australia. Bit of a statement here out of heat number 2, with a second going to Katsuhiro Matsumoto, Japan, lane 5, 52.09. Third, Canada in 3, Finley Knox with a 52.49. Heat 3. Three contenders now. Lane 2 is Jordan Eaton. 3, Luca Orlando. 4, Dare Rose. 5, Ben Breaststroke. 6, Chen Jane and 7 is William Petrick. Rose out in a 23.77, a 5/100ths advantage over the 50 butterfly gold medalist here in Irvine, Ben Breaststroke of Australia. He's in lane 5. Third, Orlando in lane 3, the 200 butterfly champ. Now it is Orlando taking over the lead into the final 15 meters. Orlando puts his head down, and he will attack this final wall, delivering a 50.86 for Luca Orlando. I believe that's the best time for the 200 fly gold medalist. Second, Armbruster, 50.99. Third, Dare Rose, 51.17. Heat 4. Fourth and final heat, 1, Anton Semenya. 2, Raven Dahmen. 3, Showa Mitsunaga. 4, Shane Casas. 5, Thomas Heilman. 6, Harrison Turner. 7, Logan Noguchi. 8, Chris Wheat. Casas seems to be on point here this morning, out in a 23.75. Back in December, he threw down a 50.24 to become the 9th fastest performer in history. On that swing, he's out in a 23.2. Here comes Thomas Heilman now, his countryman in lane 5. Heilman, number 25 all-time with 50.70. You got Harrison Turner, Australian national record holder in the 200 fly in lane 6. As Casas looks to have the lead, and he does finish first. 51.17 gets the win for Casas, and a tie for second. 51.45 from both Thomas Heilman and Harrison Turner. All right, we got some fast butterfly here in Irvine. Let's hear it for all the competitors in the men's 100-meter butterfly. Temple will take the top seed to 50.84, followed by Luca Orlando, 50.86. And then we do have a tie for the second American position. Dare Rose and Shane Casas at 51.17. We'll wait for these official results to come out, but it looks like we will need to resolve that tie for the second American spot. There's the official results summary. It is Temple atop the board, 50.84. Then Luca Orlando, 50.86. Ben Armbruster, 50.9. The tie there for the second American spot, Dare Rose and Shane Casas. They'll need to resolve that in some way that they agree upon. Maybe a 50 underwater kick. That would be exciting. Thomas Heilman, Harrison Turner there. They lead the B final. Mitsunaga into the A final for Japan, 51.9. Chen Jun and Matsumoto also into the A final together with Finley Knox, 52.49 for the world champ in the 200 IM. And in the B final, it's Eaton Petrick, Damin Grassi, Sensamarjic of Canada. Alternates, Semenyak and Noguchi. All right, let's keep it going with the women's 200-meter backstroke. Please welcome the athletes in Heat 1. Championship record 206.14 set by Kathleen Baker of the United States at the Tokyo Pan Pacs in 2018. Heat 1. First of 4 heats, lane 3, Chinese Taipei Olympic Committee, Applejean Quinn. 4, South Africa, Taylor Jonker. 5, Philippines, Chloe Anleta. Gwynn has taken the lead at the 100, 107.03 in lane 3. Chloe Aileta has taken over the lead out of lane 5 for Philippines, 143.7 into the final 50 meters. Final 50 there from Jonker of South Africa, 34.5 to take the win at 2:19.09. Second, Philippines in 5, Chloe Aileta, 2:19.83. Then it's Applejean Gwynn with a 2:20.85. Keep 2.
Take your marks.
Number 2 of 4, lane 1, New Zealand, Milan Kalentmeyer. 2, Canada, Ingrid Wilm. 3, United States, Tess Howley. 4, United States, Claire Curzan. 5, United States, Riley Arisman. 6, Canada, Madison Krager. And 7 for People's Republic of China, Lu Xingchen. Curzan controlling this race. She's had a pretty successful week here in Irvine, delivering some great times. For the most part, relegated to the semifinal and had the supreme depth of American backstroke. Curzan sets out to change that this morning as she takes down the meet record with a 2:05.97. Gets within a second of her entry time. That'll be the time to beat with Riley Arisman second in lane 5, 2:06.96. Third, Tess Howley completes the sweep for the Americans in lane 3 with a 2:10.50. Heat 3.
Take your marks.
Lane assignments for our third of 4 heats and 1 for People's Republic of China. 1, Letian. 2, Japan, Mio Narita. 3, Australia, Iona Anderson. 4, United States, Phoebe Bacon. In 5 for People's Republic of China, Han Zhuwei. 6, Australia, Anna Fredericks. 7, Mexico, Daniela Linares. Anderson of Australia with a 29.8 leads Wan of China from 1 and Bacon in 4. Hong Zhuwei lane 5, Phoebe Bacon lane 4 moving up now. Anderson continuing to lead halfway through the race, 102.5 from Anderson, second Bacon, third Pong. Fourth now, Fredericks and Linares tied in lane 6 and 7. 11 of the top 20 performers in history in the women's 200-meter backstroke are American. Such depth in this event as you got Phoebe Bacon here with the number 2 seed in this event at 2:05.08. She ranks number 7 all time. That swim came at the 2022 International Team Trials. Bacon now at 33.0 over that third 50. 135.6, she's got the lead with Pong Zhuwei going right with her. 33.0 as well from Pong over the third 50, but at 32.8 from Daniela Linares, Mexico, lane 7. And Linares continuing to ride that momentum. She's up and challenging for the win now in this race. Bacon and Pong perhaps sensing that. They're going to accelerate into the finish. Phoebe Bacon looking good in lane 4 with a 2:08.15. Pong Zhuwei, 2:08.31. Third, Linares, Mexico, 2:08.99. And with that swim, Linares has lowered her own national record for Mexico to a 2:08.99 in the 200 backstroke. Heat 4.
Take your mark.
Fourth and final heat in 1, representing Canada, Raina Liu. 2, Australia, Jenna Forrester. 3, United States, Anna Petlowski. 4, United States, Reagan Smith. 5 for USA is Leah Shackley. 6, Japan, Rio Shirai. 7, Argentina, Santillan Malena. Lane 8, South Africa, Grace Morris. Reagan Smith 59.94, opening way under world record pace here in lane 4. Smith set the world record as a junior at 2:03.35, and that still stands as the world junior record. That was at the Guangzhou World Championships in 2019. Paplowski in second with a 1:02.42. Smith still the number 2 performer in history in this event. And she went that 2:03.3. She was a 1:31.8 at the 150. And she matches that here in Irvine, 31.9 over the third 50, and Reagan Smith looking to do some damage here in the prelims with Paplowski second. Third now is Forrester of Australia in lane 2 ahead of Shackley in 5. We saw the championship record from Curzan, 2:05.97. That looks to be in jeopardy here in the fourth and final heat as Reagan Smith swimming with some serious energy here. A 2:04.13 from Reagan Smith to lower the championship record once again and unofficially claim lane 4 for tonight's championship final. Second, Anna Paplowski, 2:09.07. Third, Jenna Forrester, 2:09.71. That wraps up the prelims of the women's 200-meter backstroke. Soon we will see our championship qualifiers. A nice overhead shot there of the William Woolley Jr. Aquatic Center, including the staging area for a third 50-meter pool. That's the construction going on behind the grandstands. There's our championship final led by Smith, the 2:04.13. Curzan leads a quartet of Americans atop the board there. Curzan into the A final at 2:05.97. Then Erisman and Bacon into the B final for USA Swimming. Pong, Linares, and Forrester all qualify for the A final. Fredericks as well to the A together with Krygo and Shirai. B final, Anderson qualifies, so does Liu and Juan Letian. Further B qualifiers now showing Santian, Wilm, Gutmeyer. That'll put Liu and Morris as the alternates. And please join me in congratulating the swimmers in the women's 200-meter backstroke led by your new meet record holder, Reagan Smith. It's time for the men's 200-meter backstroke. Please welcome our athletes in Heat 1 to the pole deck. Championship record in this event belongs to Ryan Murphy of the United States, set at the Tokyo Pan Pacs in 2018. The time is a 1:53.57. Heat 1. First of 3 heats in event number 27, lane 3, Canada, Ethan Eck. 4 for Canada, Blake Tierney. 5, Japan, Yumeki Kojima. And 6 for the United States, Gabriel Jett. 7, Colombia, Anthony Rincon. Tierney the champion here in the 100 backstroke, out in the 56 flat. $29.9 over the third 50 from Tierney, leading his teammate Eck, also $29.9. Here comes Kojima of Japan from lane 5. And Kojima waiting for the final 50, turns it on. Brings it home at a 29.13 and a 155.74. Yumeki Kojima, Japan. He's our first winner. Then it's Ethan Eck with a 156.25. Blake Tierney third, 156.49. Heat 2. Heat 2 of 3, lane 1, South Africa, Matthew Mann. 2, Canada, Benjamin Lowen. 3, Japan, Kodai Nishiono. 4, United States, Keaton Jones. 5, Japan, Hidekatsu Takehara. And 6 for Australia, Stuart Swinburne. 7, Canada, Loic Corville. So far, we've seen great speed from Keaton Jones in the 200 free and 100 free. This is his primary event, 200 meters of backstroke. The Paris Olympic finalist in this race. He leads with a 56.11. Takehara second, 56.73. Then Nishiono in 3, 57.67. Jones from the 2024 Olympic trials of 154.61 ranks number 22 all-time in this event. 29.4 on the third 50 for Jones, 125.55 under lifetime best pace with 50 meters to go. At those trials, though, he was home at 28.92 to finish at 154.6. Jones, though, again, having a fantastic week in Irvine. Does his training up in the Bay Area with the Golden Bears and looks unfazed by the sunshine here as he touches in a 155.24, home in a 29.6. Hidekazu Takehara is second in lane 5, 156.88. Third, Kodai Nishiono, Japan, lane 3, 157.29. So we do have word here that we will have a swim-off in the men's 100-meter butterfly at the conclusion of the session. Make sure and stick around for that. That'll be an exciting race between Shane Casas and Daria Rose. Heat 3. Third and final heat, lane 1, South Africa, Adrian Van Wyk. 3, United States, Destin Lasco. 4, USA, Jack Akins. And 5 for United States, Daniel Deal. 6, Australia, Sebon Lee. 7, Canada, Francis Brennan. Akins, the top seed in this event with his 154.25 from the 2025 Toyota National Championships. That ranks him as the 16th fastest 200 backstroker in history. Out with 55.6 on that swim. Right beside him, Daniel Deal. The opening 100, 56.70 for Akins, 56.9 for Deal. Right now, Jones, the top American, with a 155.24. Then Jed at 157.75. Akins here on the third 50, smooth and in control. He rolls through with a 30.15 to separate himself from Deal, who was a 30.6. 30.1 from Sebon Lee of Australia into the top 3. Aikens now moving to the other side of the land line, and Daniel Deal showing some speed on the final 50. Deal closing rapidly and taking over the lead as Aikens moves to the other side of the lane. And diving in a bit early is Aikens, but Daniel Deal will take the win. A 156.80, Aikens 157.29. Third is Sebom Lee, 158.62. All right, 3 heats completed in the men's 200-meter backstroke. How about a round of applause for all the competitors here in event 27? We'll look to the results summary where Keaton Jones should be the top qualifier, 155.24. And there's the summary. The top 6 performers all get into the championship final. Jones, Kojima, Eck, Tierney, and Deal, together with Hidekazu Takehara of Japan, 156.88. That'll put Aikens and Nishiono into the B final. 2 more spots in the A final taken by Swinburne and Lee of Australia. Jet to the B final together with Brennan, Corville Fortin, Van Wyck, Mann, and Rick Cohn of Colombia. He will qualify at 207.24. We stay at the scoreboard end of the pool as we are preparing now for 50 meters of breaststroke. Taking the stage next will be the women's 50-meter breaststroke. Let's welcome the athletes in Heat 1. Heat 1.
Take your mark.
Lane assignments on the scoreboard for your 50-meter event. Here in heat number 1, that's Skylar Smith from the United States in lane 5, jumping out to the quick lead. Smith is entered with a 30.41. And she is ripping through this one length of the pool breaststroke. Skylar Smith will turn in a winning time here with a 30.08. That's a top 20 performance of all time But that'll put Smith into the top 20 performer list of all time. Second, Satomi Suzuki, Japan, lane 4, 30.73. Third, Macarena Ceballos, Argentina, lane 3, 31.04. Heat 2.
Take your mark.
Two swimmers now. We did have the 50s of stroke offered at the 2010 Pan Pac Champs here in Irvine. And in that swim, it was won by Jessica Hardy-Maitre, 30.03. We'll call that the championship record. As we got Mackenzie Soroki here in lane 4. She comes in with a 29.6. She was last night's 100 breaststroke champion. And a morning swim from Soroki of 30.18. That'll take over as the top time, followed by Yu Yi-ting, People's Republic of China, lane 3, 30.87. Third, Australia, lane 5, Sienna Tui, 30.97. Heat 3.
Take your mark.
Third and final heat underway. Top entry time, 29.44. That belonged to the athlete in lane 4, Tong Qian-ting, representing People's Republic of China. Qian-ting, number 4 all time with a 29.44 from the 2026 China Open Swimming Championships. And looks to be in fantastic form this morning as Tong reaches in with a 29.59, breaking 30 seconds, and the championship meet record. Emma Weber, second, USA, 30.61, lane 3. Third goes to lane 5, Sophie Angus of Canada with a 30.67. Results go official for the third and final heat. Most swimmers getting a second swim here. I believe unless you were in the top 4 for your nation, it'll be Tong Qian-ting leading the way. Back into lane 4 for tonight's championship final with that 29.59 meet record. Results summary now showing Tong Qian-ting, 29.59, leads Skylar Smith and Mackenzie Soroki in the A final. Sophie Angus, Satomi Suzuki, Yu Yi-ting, and Alexandre Lepage all qualify for that race. Emma Weber, Team USA and Virginia into the B final. Sienna Tui, Australia, she qualifies for the A heat. The remaining athletes there all to the B final. Koch, Ceballos, Moll, Kato, Lin, Rodriguez, Liu, Ayana Cone of Guatemala will be the alternate for tonight's 50 breaststroke for the women. All right, fans, once again, let's hear it for all the athletes in the women's 50-meter breaststroke. One more set of 50s coming your way. It'll be the men's contest. Don't forget about our swim off in the men's 100-meter butterfly following these 3 heats coming up in the men's 50 breaststroke. Heat 1 is ready. Let's welcome these athletes to the pool deck in the men's 50-meter breaststroke. Heat 1.
Take your marks.
Championship record at 26.60. That was Michael Hooley of South Africa going out on the 100 breaststroke. Here in Heat 1, we've got Michael Andrew in lane 4, your 3 seed with a 26.52, and he looks good. On the opening 35, beside him, Yamato Okadome in lane 5, Japan. And Michael Andrew turns in at 26.76. That'll set the pace in the men's breaststroke. Okadome second, 27.04, followed by his teammate Shin Ohashi of Japan, 27.39. Heat 2.
Take your marks.
Here is your meet record holder now in lane 4. Michael Hooley comes in with a 26.38. Hooley controls this field and he races through with a 26.40 to lower his own championship meet record. 26.40, good for number 10 in the all-time ranking. Second, Taku Taniguchi, 26.92 for Japan in lane 5. Then is Joao Gomez Jr. of Brazil in lane 3, 27.16. As the leaderboard for the Japanese team, it's pretty congested here with Taniguchi, 26.92, Okadome at 27.04. Still to come, Ippei Watanabe in the final heat. Ohashi was at 27.39. 93.
Take your mark.
Now it's Matthias, the 100 champion in lane 4. He comes in at 26:30, ties him for 5th all-time with James McKechnie of Australia. The world record is Adam Peaty's 25:95. And going right here with Matthias, Samuel Williamson of Australia in lane 5. And the touch will go to Matthias with a 26.42, just 4 100ths better than Williamson of Australia. 3rd, Liu Junjae, People's Republic of China, lane 6, 27.05. As we get the finish of the morning with some incredibly fast breaststroke here, led by Michael Hooley's meet record at 26.40 for South Africa. That'll put Van Matthias as the 2nd qualifier overall, ahead of Williamson, Andrew, Anaguchi, and Okadome. All right, looking for the results summary. And there's Hooley leading the way. Matthias, Williamson, Andrew, Taniguchi, Okadome, and Liu Junjae all qualify. Camel McKean to the B final for USA, 27:10. With one more A qualifier on the next board, it is João Gomes Jr. of Brazil, 27:16. Also in the B final, Dawson, Ohashi, Matheny, Puente Bustamante, Lelo, Acevedo of Canada with the 27:71. Watanabe, Japan, Yang Yu Zhang, Chinese Taipei Olympic Committee also in with the 28.26. That'll put the alternates at Chan and Racanello. All right, fans. Glad you stuck around because we got some fireworks coming up. The ultimate showdown. Just past high noon, 2 athletes emerging to the pool deck, ready to settle the difference. One will advance to the A final in tonight's men's 100-meter butterfly Pan-Pacific Championship final. Each athlete from the United States of America racing out of lane 4. Dare Rose. And in lane 5, Shane Casas. This is the swim-off in the men's 100-meter butterfly. Two of the fastest to ever do it. Dare Rose at the 2023 World Championships, 50.46. Shane Casas at the 2025 Toyota US Open of 50.24. Casas looking to take the early lead out of lane 5. 23.81, 2/10 the advantage. Now it's up to Rose to bring it back here on the second 50, and he has a great underwater. And that looks like he comes up even with Casas. 25 meters to go. This is racing, ladies and gentlemen. Casas and Rose still dead even into the final 10 meters. Who can get their head down and stop the clock first? It will be Shane Casas by 1/100th of a second. That is how you do it. Congratulations, gentlemen. What a performance here in the men's 100-meter butterfly swim-off. Jane, we'll see you tonight in the championship final. Dara in the B final. Everyone in the venue, let's hear it for Casas and Rose. Thank you to the officials. You may now leave the pool deck. Thank you to all our spectators being a part of another great session here in Irvine for the 2026 Pan Pacific Championships presented by OneAmerica Financial. Congratulations to all our athletes and coaches participating today. Please have yourselves a restful afternoon. We'll see you back here tonight for finals kicking off at 7 p.m.